go. Hi, this is Todd.
I'm Natasha.
And we're with Home Property Management, and today we're going to talk about what you get when you pay a property manager for the fees. And Natasha, one of the first things that you're in charge of is keys and deciding who gets in and out of the property. Is that right?
Correct.
And how often does that come up between the number of showings you have to do and letting repair vendors in and out of the property? Does that take a little bit of time?
Yes, we have to organize all keys and inspections or showings, repairs and so forth into the unit.
Now another thing is lease enforcement. How often will some of your tenants try and renegotiate the terms of the lease contract after they move in?
More often than not. Once they move in, they want to make changes, and they forget some of the terms of the lease that we go over.
And so you've gotten a little bit of experience and skill in dealing with that. What would you say to someone who wanted to manage a property themselves relative to being a negotiator? How important is that?
It's very important, especially when managing the property yourself. The owners tend to make it a personal, and with a property manager, it takes the personal out of it and makes it a business.
Let's talk about homeowners associations. When we get a listing in a condo association, for instance, and you call the condo management board and say, "Hi, it's Natasha, and I'm going to be renting this property," what's the response you get?
It's usually a good response. I'm familiar with most of the associations and their processes, and so we make sure that everything is included before submitting.
You know, we get some of the managers saying, "Oh, thank goodness it's being professionally managed now, because when the owner was out of state and doing it themselves, we had so many problems because there wasn't a local manager." Let's talk about annual rent reviews. For a number of years, our rents were pretty flat. We weren't really able to get very good rent increases. Have you seen a change in that?
Yes, in the past year, we have been getting quite a few rent increases upon renewals, and tenants are happy to renew with the increases.
And you know how to do that.
Yes.
Are you familiar with how to say, be happy with a rent increase?
Yes.
That's actually a pretty cool skill. Yeah, I'm impressed. Well, maybe the last thing, and there's so many other things, but the thing that I'm kind of passionate about is, how do you show an owner who's up in New York, for instance, how do you show them how their place looks after the tenant moves out?
With our video inspections, we video the property before the tenant moves in and after the tenant moves out, and it's a valuable tool because you can see what your property looks like after a tenant moves out without actually having to visit the property.
And see, a visit to the property is a lot of money, and we make the videos so easy to view because we actually put them on YouTube and give the owners a private link where they can watch that. It's as if they came down here and walked through the property themselves. Do you get a lot of positive responses from that?
Yes, quite a few.
I think that's a worthwhile service.
It is.
If someone had more questions about what sort of service they get, could they give you a call?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'd be happy to help them.
Well, thanks for talking with us today, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.